to be chatting with a group of friends. Here is Dr. Monty, that's our nickname. This is Dr. Ojoyola. This is BC and I'm Romoke. We are talking about menstrual period because we want people to be knowledgeable, especially the young ones, so that they won't be confused about this whole period thing. You know, there are so many myths about the menstrual cycle, about women's period, and because of so many myths, people are confused, and as a result of that, some have erred. We just want to shine light on this issue this afternoon. So enjoy this conversation. I want to ask, is it really true that once you touch a girl in a menstrual cycle period, you get pregnant? You know, when people first start their period, that's what their parents advise that once they touch you, really, you're in trouble. So please, is that really true?
For mothers in those days, those were the ways they could actually instill security in quotes. Because once a girl child starts having a period, she may not know that anything like pregnancy will come. So that idea of don't come close to a man becomes a big deal. So once the period comes, you have to be there. But truly and really, it's not true. Of course, we know that pregnancy only comes when a man and a woman meet the natural way, not meditation. So that's okay.
So don't you think right now, at this stage and time, that we should say the way it is?
Yeah, that was what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because as a matter of fact, you can't tell young ladies of nowadays that don't let a man touch you, because if they do, once you start seeing your period, you will be pregnant. No, you have to spell it out. Do not have sex with a man, or you cannot have sex with a man during this period because you are likely to get pregnant. And one of the myths also that I have heard is during your menstrual cycle you shouldn't have sex. For the ladies now, because of course during that time you are likely to get pregnant, so do not have sex. Of course, medically it might be that some chances might be that they will get pregnant, but the myth that I know is during pregnancy is a safe period for you not to have sex.
Period.
During period is a safe period for you not to have sex. So this myths are example.
I think it's a lot of things involved. We need to state clearly that the thing is, the mother knows that once a girl starts getting her period, then she's also able to get pregnant. So the woman is saying, now you can get pregnant. So instead of them to state it clearly, so what we're saying is, once you start seeing your period, you are likely to get pregnant. So it's not about touching or not touching. You cannot have sex with a man from this stage onward. You are not ready and in a marriage setting. So that's what we are trying to say. And sometimes you look at it and say, what exactly is this menstrual cycle? Menstrual cycle is the whole length of the woman's biology. The menstruation itself is the period, what we usually call the period. So the cycle is the whole length, calendar round. But when we have the blood coming out, what we call period, what we call the menstruation. I don't know if you're ready before. The menstruation is dirty blood. Yeah, so there's that. So it's like, there's death building up inside. And then when it's time for period, the body pushes away. So for some reason, if you don't get your period, you're in trouble. Yes. And then if you're on your period, it shouldn't come close to you. You are safe, you're clean, you're dirty, and all. It's not so. There's a difference between menstrual period and normal blood, yes. But it's just because it has a line of bone in it that is ill-shaped. But it's nothing dirty. It's natural, it's normal, it's expected. It shows that you're cold age.
So it's not a dirty blood.
Not at all.
So don't feel dirty and don't let anybody
make you feel dirty.
But the other thing, as per that period, during the actual menses, is that at the onset comes in drops. And for some girls, women, the first portion of bleeding that you see is brownish. We call it altered blood. So it's like, oh, you mean I'm this dirty when it's not fresh blood, but it's actually still blood. Only that initial portion that is flushed out is what probably had been a bit of the accumulation that may just be a little bit of the body just cleansing before the real flow starts. So whether it is brownish or reddish, it will eventually flow naturally and you are good to go. The other point she raised about, can a woman actually get pregnant during her period? Yes, it actually depends on your menstrual cycle. If peradventure your period starts like day 1 and then it flows for like 5 days, and by day 5 you are still having your period. If between that day 1 and day 5 you think that, it's still my period, I'm not ovulating, it is possible, because actually the sperm cell takes like 3 days lasting in the woman's system, and it takes like 48 hours for that egg that is released to actually also function. So you have like a 7-day gap, and that's why we say there is fertile period, not just ovulation. So it's a lot of things going on.
Chemistry.
Yes. So you cannot say
deceived.
yes, and you cannot say, because it doesn't happen that way for my sister, or it doesn't happen that way for my mom or for my friend, it means that I'm like them. No, we are each person having its own parents. We call it idiosyncrasy. So what I have special to me may be yours. So we should learn our pattern.
Let me be sincere. You know, I'm just saying that I'm getting pregnant. Your period. I'm just saying that.
That's your period.
I've always believed that you can.
People with short cycle lengths.
Yeah, I've always believed you can. Yes. I want to ask this. Is it true, especially for those people who suffer serious menstrual cramps? Some people usually say the solution to it is just go and have sex. For these young girls, teenagers, at times that's what they hear. Just go and have sex and you believe. How true is that?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's not true.
So not
Yes, it's not true, because just like the idiosyncrasies that we've spoken about, what happens to A may not happen to B. The myth is, when you have sex, it calms down your system and you won't, and then no more cramps. But the reason for cramps differ from one person to the other. It would actually be natural, and that is why when we talk about a lady having dysmenorrhea, which is a menstrual pain, it goes to show a bit that she's probably having regular ovulation. And in the absence of pain, you are wondering whether that lady is ovulating or not. But at the same time, you have ladies that have their period and the pain will make them not to move an inch. That's no more a regular pain. The normal pain, if after using painkillers, you are good to go. But the pain becomes abnormal when after using painkillers, you are still, so debilitated, you cannot actually function. So the fact that sex relieves the pain does not work, because you still have some women after having quite a number of children still having cramps. So it does not mean that your period flushes away the pain. The same thing about after you must have had your a number of child bearing events, then you would not even know when your period is coming again. The cramps will come and then it will disappear. But for some women, after 1 or 2 events or pregnancies, they will still have cramps. So it is not fixed, and we should not have that mindset that we are here and for all once I start having children or once I start having sex, I will be painful.
You know, when I was in secondary school or thereabout, one of my friends used to have serious cramps, and she told me that after she went to the hospital and all that, and you know, because she has heard that after delivery your cramps will reduce, she told her mom in pain, "Mommy, I want to get married. I want to get married." Just because she just felt that that's the solution to it. So that means it's not totally true.
It's not.
So ladies, that's what we're saying is sex is not a solution to cramps. Cramps are natural. They come with it. Some very painful, some not painful, some don't even have it.
I don't have it all.
So I do have it. And when I have it, everybody knows I have it. But it's okay. I don't know that about hot water. I've heard of people that what they do is they drink hot water over and over. Please don't hurt yourself. Hot water, drinking hot water is not going to help. It has no perfect physiology or biology evidence to show that it will relieve anything. However, warmth generally, a warm bath naturally would relieve pain, makes you more comfortable, and also you can do that. You can do hot water massage, have a hot shower, it will help make you feel more comfortable, relieve the pain. Although don't drink hot water, and then cold water, you have to drink whatever makes you comfortable in moderation, and you are good to go.
Exactly. And the idea that it is working for everybody doesn't make it work for you. So there's no need going after what everybody's doing. The key thing is know yourself and learn how your system works, and you abide by that.
A lot of sweet things. Some people always believe when my period is coming, I shouldn't take sweet things because if I take sweet things, it will cause pain and all that. Is that true? Is that true?
Sweet things generally, or sugar, let me say, is associated with inflammation. With inflammation. And by inflammation, we're talking about a general body reaction. It's like the body trying to heal itself, trying to fight the excess sugar that you're consuming. So it's not just really the menstrual flow we're talking about when we're talking about sugar. As a healthy person, you should not consume so much sugar. Okay, now talking about during the period, that excess sugar coming into the body having this inflammatory reaction, have your immunity dropping, and it's like you're just gathering from one issue to the other, and before you know it, the womb, which is supposed to actually have normal, regular contraction, because actually the cramps we are feeling is like contraction. The womb trying to like come together to expel the blood from the womb. So when you have so much sugar, the body cannot actually do the right pattern of having to expel that, so you can actually have some serious pain. But it is not a fixed thing. It may work for some, and for some that actually don't take sugar may not even have any issue with this at all. So sugar actually may be a factor, but not proven to be a factor.
Because some ladies are made to feel natural. It does not have any sugar. Take a lot of sugar. Like the lady that told us her own rushes like tap, and she doesn't even consume sugar this period, but of course she can't drink.
You know, at some point I was thinking there should be menstruation leave. It can be quite challenging for some. And you need to know that it's normal. You're normal. If you need clarification, you ask the right person. So you take advice from the right sources. Your friends might not be the best because they are peers and you may not know too much. But if you ask a medical professional, they're able to guide you. But it can be challenging and we feel your pain.
Exactly. Speaking of this,
I heard this about sinking period. By sinking period, I mean if a group of ladies stay together in a place for for a certain period of time, their period will start to come at the same time. I don't know if yes, you are not going to believe. Yes, I stayed in the hostel. Yeah, I stayed in the hostel in school, and it happened to be that when I'm on my period, my female friends are also on their period about the same time as mine, and I'm like, does this period call themselves?
It's explainable. I will explain. So it happened to me before, and I had to. So sometimes I think myself don't have money, but you actually need to pay attention to it. It's not biology. I think it's just coincidence. It all starts at the same time. The calendar period is very short. So if I have 7 days, it's like you meet me on it, and then you consider your own is 5 days and my own is 3 days, and everybody's on their period. The month is over. Everybody's using
And really, it also be, I wouldn't say psychological, but like, you know, they say that when the husband and wife live together, they tend to, you know, do things together, look alike and all that, and you tend to have a regular pattern or way of life. So you tend to eat similar things, you tend to eat around the same time.
Same lifestyle.
Yes, your lifestyle, and then your body tends to regulate one way or the other, similarly. And so they may be coincident, but
There's just a bit of
not medically. But there's no problem if you do the research.
Maybe we'll find out.
Alright, thank you so much. I'm sure we had fun. We are doing this in preparation towards our Padaline program. We usually give free sanitary towels to girls. You know, with all these challenges that ladies go through, young girls go through, should they still lack the basic sanitary towel? You can imagine a lady going through cramps and still not having a sanitary towel. That's why we regularly do what we call Padaline, a program where we reach out to young girls by providing them with sanitary towel. And now we decided not only to provide the sanitary towel, but information so that they can be more knowledgeable about their period. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye.